Hey, this is Patrick from Fall Out Boy, and you're watching Canoe.
Vendredi 25 mai, la frénésie Fall Out Boy frappe Montréal. J'ai rencontré le chanteur de la formation Patrick Stump quelques heures avant la prestation du groupe. In your videos, you make fun of yourself, and yet you take your music and the business side of it very seriously. What about this paradox?
I think we make fun of ourselves a little bit because I think in life everyone takes themselves too seriously. You know, I think it's kind of it's just a general thing. I think especially when you're making art, I think you know, there's a certain level of narcissism in it, and like a certain level of arrogance in it, because you're like, you know, well, I made this, you know. And the thing is that whatever, you know, I mean, really you're just entertaining people. So I mean, you should kind of have a laugh every now and then. You're naturally going to be stupid sometimes. So we make fun of ourselves. But I mean, we take the music seriously because, I mean, that, you know, that's what we are, that's what we do.
Alors, vous êtes ici depuis quand pour attendre pour Fall Out Boy?
Hier.
Est-ce que vous avez hâte de voir le show ce soir?
I don't really think of myself as a role model or any matter of celebrity for that matter. So it's weird thinking that, you know, someone somewhere is opening up a magazine and reading about what I do with my life. But I think in general, you kind of have to teach by example. You know, I mean, I don't think you know, I think a lot of rock bands for a long time were going around kind of being jerks and, you know, being full of themselves. And I think that's something that we've really, not even consciously, because I don't think that's who we are, but we have, you know, made a point of making known that, you know, we're not, and we're doing all right. You don't have to be a total jerk all the time, just to be in a band or something, you know. So, my grandfather is a huge role model of mine. He builds. He built and worked on automobiles forever, and that was like his thing. And there's just something really cool about the honesty of making something. And so I kind of approach music like that, like the way he worked on cars, because the thing is that it's not about the reward. Like it wasn't about selling them or anything. It was about making sure they worked right, you know, and that they got done right. And that's something that like I said, I apply to music. I think more important to me than, you know, how many records we sell or that type of thing is the quality of the song.
In the CD booklet of Infinity on High, everything is childlike, almost like the bedroom you're in is the door to a fairy tale land. Do you see yourself as a kid or grown up?
I think there's definitely an element of kind of the Peter Pan, you know, Neverland kind of thing with Fall Out Boy, because there is when you're a rock musician or whatever, you get to extend that adolescence a little bit, because you go on the road and you don't really have to wake up any time. You don't have to clean your room and you don't have to eat your vegetables, you know. So I think there is a certain like kind of childlike thing about it, but then at the same time, you know, I paid off my mortgage, and you know, you know, I pay my taxes. There's so many things that are very adult things that I have to deal with or whatever. So I don't know. I mean, I think we're kind of a weird combination of adulthood and childhood. All I wanted to do when I was a kid was play music, or I don't know. I kind of wanted to be a scientist for some reason, but I really don't have much interest in science. I think I just really wanted to say I was a scientist. Undoubtedly, Pete would be the leader, whatever. I think Pete's very much the type of guy who's in charge of things. I think Andy is very much a backbone. And I don't know what I'd be. I'd almost say like carpenter, just because I'm the guy that like builds the stuff. You know what I mean? I put the songs together and that type of stuff. So I'm kind of the workhorse. And then Joe's the show. Like when we go out live, like Joe is the show. I mean, he has more energy than anyone I know. Wow, what am I most proud of? I think. That's a really tough question. I think I'm most proud of the fact that we do this band or whatever, and we've never been anything but this band. We never really worried about trends or things like that. We've always just kind of done our thing, and that's we've been pretty honest to who we are.
C'était Frédéric Mailloux pour Canoë à Montréal.